to my scope this morning. My name is Daryl Muhammad, real estate investor, on and offline sales and marketing professional. Just want to come with you today, as I promised, with the scope of the 13 reasons why you probably never got started as a real estate investor and how to avoid them. All right, we're going to start that here in a couple of minutes. Just let me know who you are and where you're coming from, and we will go ahead, we'll go ahead and get started here pretty soon. Happy to have you, Malika, my friend there in Dallas, Fort Worth area. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this scope. 13 reasons why you probably never got started as a real estate investor and how to avoid them. Hey, good morning, Sister Denise. Welcome. You had a powerful, powerful Periscope this morning. I checked it out. And I'm so proud of you. You're getting started on Periscoping, and the goal is to Periscope every morning, every day at least, every day Periscope, because that's how we're going to get the compounding effect. Okay, anything worth doing is worth doing every day, every day. All right, the real Brother Casey. Welcome, welcome, Brother Casey. He did his first scope yesterday. All right, welcome, Lisa Hall. Welcome, Lisa. I tell you, Lisa is a cheerleader of scopers. She's a cheerleader of scopers. She cheerleads and encourages others to join and participate in other valuable Periscopes. We want to thank you for being with us this morning, Lisa. Now, as always, you know, you swipe from the right or to the right, and you swipe from the bottom, and you share this broadcast. You want to share this broadcast, and also make sure you follow me, because you know the thing with Periscope is impromptu. You don't get any notices, all right? So that's what we want to do today. We want to use this Periscope. So slide to share, slide to follow, and that's what we want to do. Hey, thank you, Lisa, for inviting some followers. Let's do that right now. Those of you who know me, know my experience. So, you know, just come on and share it, because you know we're going to share some very, very powerful information with you, because you know, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what we do in life, we're going to have obstacles, and it's all about overcoming those obstacles, all right? Overcoming those obstacles. Periscope still having technical issue. You know, you might have a weak connection on Periscope, like this room, and here in my home office, it has sketchy connection, but I want to do it here because it's an environment to handle business. Thank you, Sister Denise, for sharing it. So that's what we want to do. We want to help you to overcome whatever obstacles you have. If you ever thought about being a real estate investor, this is going to be part 1, because we have 13 of them. And I can't cover them all in this one scope, because we don't want to be too long. We know this is the middle of everybody's day, or most people's day. So we want to make sure that we be respectful of that and give you content. I will be available if you want to ask questions at the end. Please do so. You put the question mark and then your question, all right? But that's what we want to do, ladies and gentlemen. We want to bring the 13 reasons, at least the 13 reasons why I think you may not have gotten started as a real estate investor. And I'm passionate about real estate investing, ladies and gentlemen, because I learned early as a real estate investor student back in the early 80s that one of the ways to build wealth, really the oldest way of build wealth, is with real estate. All right, with real estate. I mean, real estate is tried and true. Everything of value comes out of the earth. Everything of value is on top of the earth. So real estate is the most powerful instrument to build wealth. And I'll tell you a quick story real quick. You know, I used to be a stockbroker. Well, you don't know that, but I used to be a stockbroker. I was a stockbroker from, 1996 to 2002. All right, 2002, I went into real estate investing full time. But during that period, I called on real estate investors to invest with me in the market, in the stock market, okay? And I couldn't realize why they were so unmotivated, all right? They weren't interested in mutual funds. They weren't interested in stocks, all right, and bonds and those type of investments. But I was a student of real estate. I had started getting into real estate, investing seriously around 2000. And it just took me a minute to sit down and compare the stock market with real estate investing. The stock market with real estate investing. And when I did that, it became very, very apparent to me why they were so adamant about not investing in the stock market. All right, we're going to cover that in future scopes. But to suffice to say, ladies and gentlemen, with real estate, holding real estate, all right, you're able to make a profit, all right, make income, and then you can write it off. You can write that income off, all right? Whereas with stocks and bonds, you sell for a profit, you sell for capital gains, if you will, but then you need something to offset that in order to minimize your taxable income, all right? So with stocks, you have a profit, and then you have to offset it with some losses, all right? You have to offset it with some losses. So there's two different transactions there, two different stocks, companies, all right? But with real estate, it's all in one, and then you get to keep the property. You can get income from your rental property, and then you can also write off the expenses. So that's the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, they were so adamant. And now I understand, and hopefully now you understand. And we'll go more into that with future scopes, all right? So let's go ahead and get started into the 13 reasons why you may not have gotten started as a real estate investor and how to avoid them. Let me just check out my notes here. Oh, where is it? But anyway, number one, I had my notes here on the definition. Number one, and I think the biggest reason, ladies and gentlemen, that you probably not have gotten started is because you're cynical. You're cynical. All right? Cynical, the definition of cynic is one who has a negative perspective of human nature or the motive of people. All right? I don't have it. It's in the other room. But you look up the word cynic. Cynic is a person who has a negative attitude, disposition about people, about human beings, about their motives. All right? So if we're very, very cynical, that's different from being skeptical, all right? And that's different from being, analytical or keeping it real. All right? If your overtone is negative, just straight out the gate, it's negative about those real estate courses. It's negative about those guys coming to town. It's negative about the possibilities of being successful and financially free in real estate. I mean, you're just negative out the door. No proof, no evidence of substance. We're just negative. We're just negative. So the biggest enemy is to be cynical. Yes, it's good to be critical, right? It's good to be critical. But once you get the information you need, then you move out 100%. You move out, you're all in. There's no more, skepticism. All right? You're clear in your mind. It's not overwritten by suspicious and doubt and things that are really unfounded when you have 1,000 more evidence of proof of the power of real estate. Just negative. Just negative to be negative, but you're negative about the human being. Maybe not so much about real estate, but you're negative about, human beings. You're negative, you're suspicious and negative about why would they bring it to town. We're going to cover that. Why would they sell their course if they're making so much money? Those are subcategories of being cynical. So number one killer of anything is for us to be cynical. Cynical. How do you overcome that? By dismissing, by identifying that you're negative from the very beginning, and it has to do with the motive of the person that's presenting it. Why is Daryl, presenting this information? I know he wants to sell me something. I know he wants to. I knew it sooner or later. Yes, you're right. Welcome to America, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't noticed, America is about free enterprise. America is about financial freedom. America is about capitalism. Welcome to America, ladies and gentlemen. All right? America is a big mall. Everywhere you drive, you can't pass by, or you can't drive without passing by a business. See, if we're clear with that, we won't be so cynical. We won't be so cynical, so overly negative about, about business, about real estate, about stock market, About anything that a human brings to you, you're cynical. You're cynical about religion. You're cynical about everything. You're cynical about your life. Just a negative perspective of the human being and their motive. All right? Here's the second one, and not in particular order. I just want to hit those. And what you have to do, ladies and gentlemen, is you have to ask yourself which one applies to you. All right? Which one applies to you, and then write down how to avoid them. All right? So I'm going to give it to you how to avoid. So how do you avoid cynicism? Well, you got to dismiss it in your mind. You have to realize and recognize that's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? In the pyramids of Egypt, it says, to thy own self be true. All right? Know thyself. To thy own self be true. So that's what you want to do. I know we're having a weak connection. Hey, if you like what you're hearing, like Lisa's doing, tap the screen. Give me some love, ladies and gentlemen. Because if I don't get any love, I'll move on. But if you're getting a lot of content, a lot of value from this content, go ahead and show me some love, and I'll stay there. That means that I'm talking to you. All right, as the preacher says, I'm talking to somebody out there. Can I get an amen? So the tapping the screen is like an amen. It's like a bear witness. It's like a that's right. Okay? So how do you avoid being a cynic? First, be true to thyself. Recognize, you know what? I'm just negative for no reason about that person, about this opportunity. I'm just negative for no reason. Okay? And then once you identify it, then move in the opposite direction. And look for the good and not look for the bad. Okay? Look for the good and not look for the bad. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been around a long time. I've seen the scammers come through. The real estate scammers come through. Like Tommy Vu back in the 80s. Shut them down. So just know that, hey, thanks a lot, Ed. Just know that that's, they're going to get shut down. All right? And one thing that I learned and had to share with my clients as a stockbroker, you got to understand there's always risk and reward. To think that you're going to go into business, start real estate investing, and you're going to start off batting 1,000, then we need to study more. All right? So that's what you need to do. Number 2, you're not willing to purchase training. I'm coming out with my real estate course here. I'm going to pre-launch it here on Periscope. So make sure you follow me. Slide over, share. Slide over, follow. Slide up, share. Slide up, follow. If you like what you're hearing right now, some of you that are on for the first time, then go ahead and share it. Go ahead and share it. Okay? All right? Go ahead and share it. If you like what you're hearing, go ahead and share it. All right? So that's what you do. If you're just joining us, my name is Daryl Muhammad, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. All right? Background, real estate investing, on and offline sales and marketing. Thanks a lot, Ed, for those followers. On and offline sales and marketing of over 20 years. All right, ever since I graduated from Texas Southern University here in Houston in 1990 with a BBA in marketing. All right, so we've been at it a long time, and we had a lot of value to join. Hey, Kama. So join us. All right, join us. So I want to share with you what I've learned, because now is the time. I learned also as a stockbroker. Amateurs buy when things are hot, when the market is high. Professionals buy when it's low. Professionals sell when it's hot. All right? Professionals sell when it's hot and buy when it's low, when everybody's scared. All right? So that's a tip. So, not willing to purchase training. Why are you not willing to purchase training? Right? Some of us, we've gone to college, like me, spent $1,000 for college material, but not willing to invest in training. Well, how are we gonna make all this money and don't invest? See, that's contrary. See, we have too many confusing, conflicting ideas in our brain. That's what's slowing us down. We want to make a lot of money, but we don't want to spend any money. We're niggardly with our money. We're stingy with our money. Right? Not miserly. We're stingy with our money. That's not going to ever happen. All right? It'll be a gain and loss. Gain and loss with mostly losses and nothing to show for it at the end of the day. All right? Why are we not willing to invest? And understand that you have to invest. You have to invest. Those that are successful before you, like myself, have invested. I've invested thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. in real estate education, but more importantly, I spend thousands and thousands and thousands of hours. Remember, your time is more valuable than your money. Stop wasting your time and squeezing your dollar. Wasting your time and squeezing your dollar. Let that money go because it's losing value every day. All right? Let it go because you're investing because it's losing value every day. I just bought books the other day. I'm trying to find where can I invest this money that's greater than the dollar amount. Okay? So why are we not willing? We're not willing because we're too cheap. We're too niggardly. We're too stingy. We got to let it go. You know, part of being an entrepreneur, I say like this, entrepreneurship is one of the greatest expression of faith. You don't have to know the end outcome. You don't have to know the details. You don't have to know exactly how it's going to go. You just know that if I continue to persist and I'm intelligent and I move with power and purpose and passion, and learn along the way and network with people and surround myself with the right people, surround my mind with the right thinking, I will be successful. Not willing to invest. Not willing to invest in yourself. It's a continuous process. We're supposed to grow until we die. Not grow just because we're trying to get a promotion at work. Not grow because we're trying to get a new license. Not grow because we need to requalify for our bar exam. You know, a legal license, a law license for the state. Grow because grow is what's required. Okay? So, why are we not willing? So we got to get into the why and invest. Right? Invest. Put your money up. Start out with books. Go buy a course. Go buy a course. Go buy courses. Right? Don't get addicted to buying courses, but buy courses. Start with my course. I'm going to give you a special pre-launch offer on the secrets to real estate wholesale, the secrets to wholesaling real estate. 2 volumes. We're going to get in that, but you got to stay tuned. You got to follow. You got to share. You got to share my scopes. You got to follow me. Right? You share my scopes, I share your scopes. That's how that works. All right? So, that's number 2, and we move quickly. That's number 2. Not willing to purchase training. Purchase training, ladies and gentlemen. It's not right for us to ask from God, the universe, Jehovah, Allah, the supreme, whatever you want to call it. It's not fair for us to ask him for abundance and we're not willing to give abundance. We're not willing to give in order to get. That defies all the laws of the universe, no matter which perspective you look at it from. All right. Number 3, why are they selling their programs? Why are they selling? Daryl, why are you selling your program? You can make all this money in real estate investing. Why are they selling the program? Why Nick Viducci selling his program? Why is Flip the House, Fan Merrill selling his program? And everybody else, everybody that has a fix-up reality show has a program that's coming to your town, that's come to Houston, right? Yancey, whatever his name is, Flip Las Vegas, he's on his way back to Houston. Robert Kiyosaki's always coming through Houston. Why? Because Houston's a major market. Why are they? I don't know why they're doing it. All right, if you're not cynical, you'll think the best of people first until they prove otherwise. All right? I can tell you why I'm doing it. Why? Because I believe that there's an abundance in the universe. I believe that nobody can stop me from getting what is mine if I put forth the correct effort long enough. Nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop me. There's an abundance. And I believe that the more you give, the more you receive. That's why the scripture says it's better to give than receive. Giving is a muscle that we have to exercise because it's not as natural as receiving. Okay? So there's an abundance. And then, you all become some of my successful students like Nazim Ansari and Donald Thibodeau and Lacashe in Chicago, like the brother in Dallas that you should have seen on my webpage, his testimony. Then we can partner. It's about partnership. It's about partnership. So these are the reasons why I'm doing it. That's the reason why. So don't let if you want to partner, if you want to collaborate, if you want to learn all that I've learned over the last 20-some years of studying and implementing these real estate strategy, which goes far beyond wholesaling. Okay, it includes subject to or get the deed, sandwich leases, option, lease option. It just goes on and on and on, ladies and gentlemen. So I believe in the abundance of God, the abundance of the universe, and I believe that what's for me is for me, and I will get it. Okay? So if you agree with that philosophy, right? You want to connect with people that's not so much making a whole lot of money or at the level that you want to get to, but also people who have your philosophy, similar foundational values. All right? That's number 3. Number 4 is don't know anyone who's doing it. Right? You don't know anybody that's successful at it. Well, my cousin tried it, man, and them tenants tore up the property. Man, I tried it, but it didn't work. I don't know anybody doing it. If it was so easy, everybody would be doing it. That's true. All right? That's absolutely true. If it was so easy, everybody would be doing it. That is true. All right? Or like I've heard it said over the years, it's easy, but it's not simple. It's easy to understand what it takes to run a 100-yard dash. Right? That's easy to understand it, but it's not simple to do it in record time. All right? So yes, it's easy to comprehend. It's easy to understand. It's an easy concept, wholesaling. It's easy, but it's not simple to do. All right? It's not simple to do. All right? That's why in my course I cover the good, the bad, and the ugly of wholesaling real estate. See, most courses don't give you the ugly. They want to give you rose-colored glasses to put on, and they put on there and say, wow, isn't it so beautiful outside today? I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I have a audio part of the training entitled "What to Do How to Ensure Nothing Goes Wrong," because things will go wrong. What happens if I can't find an investor? You never heard that or seen that in any real estate investor book or course. All right. So don't know anybody that's done it. Well, that's why you got to partner with me. That's why you got to partner with folks that are touchable, attainable. Right? You can get me on the phone. All right? I'm not a guru. I'm just a brother with a good heart that want to help people, because I know if I want to get more, I have to give more. Right? Rich people are some of the most giving people of their time and their money. That's why they continue to get. Not based on their morality or the political perspective or their sexual orientation, because they follow the universal principles and laws of success and acquiring wealth. And the reason why we have it to a lesser extent, because we're applying those to a lesser extent. All right? Okay? If you like what you hear, go ahead and tap the screen. Give me some love, ladies and gentlemen. I'm giving love to you. You tap the screen to give love back. Swipe over to share. Everybody that's with me right now, if you like what you hear, swipe over and share. That's like a vote, right? I'm with you. Okay? Give me love, but love should be back with sharing and follow me, because we're going to do a Periscope every day, and we're going to lead up to 13 training scopes. We're going to have 13 training scopes where I'm going to pull strategies that you can use out of each one of my audio training programs, audio training on my course. We're going to cover those 13 days in a row before we launch it. All right? And we're going to give you some specials, so make sure you're with us. All right? So don't know anybody's done it. So how do you solve that? Thanks a lot, the real brother Casey. We had a powerful mastermind yesterday, and I'll share that with you another time. But partner with somebody. Here's a tip from my course. Join your local real estate investment club, REIA.org. Go there and find the one that's closer to your city. If you have to drive 4 hours once a month, it'll be worth it. Go there. That's what I did to get started. Because I had to surround myself with the right people. And what better place to go but to a meeting where you have, here in Houston, we have one of the largest, I think about 600 about 200 people show up on a regular basis. But go there where you have your investors, you have your hard money lenders, you have your other, trainers and teachers right there in your local market that can help you. That'll shorten your learning curve. So that's how you avoid it. Know that there's people out there that have done it, that's doing it, and can help you and want to help you because they also believe in the law of abundance. All right? They also believe in the law of abundance. Let's move on. Number 5, I don't have time. Well, that's a big one. I don't have time. It reminds me of something I think Zig Ziglar said, or one of those sales gurus of years, the legendary sales gurus. Forgot which one it was. Maybe you can help me, someone. He said, if you believe you can do something or believe you can't, you are right. So if you believe you don't have time, guess what? You don't have time. Right? You don't have time. You always find something else to do. You always do what feels comfortable in doing versus what we need to do that's uncomfortable. Holla if you hear me. Give me some hearts give me a hearts if that's an amen on your end. All right? I know I'm talking to somebody out there or somebody that's looking back at me. All right? Thank you very much. Let's keep it real. I'm going to keep it real. All right? For a long time, I said, well, Daryl, you're not a guru. Daryl, you're not a multimillionaire. How you going to come out with your course? And I'll give you the story behind how my course came about. It didn't come about because of vanity. All right? It didn't come about because of vanity. Because I used to think, I said, I'm not a guru. I don't have no Rolls Royce and Benz, and I can show you I'm flossing. But that's selfish. That's selfish. All right, and as Grant Cardone says, the guy I'm studying right now, why are you so selfish? See, that's just thinking about me. I'm not thinking about those that can take what I can share with you that I've done and take that and go beyond what I've done. All right? So, you don't have time. If you say that, you're right. But if you say you have time, you do. It's about prioritizing. All right? And it's about us understanding that this choice of money and or time get me closer to what my goal is faster? Will this new opportunity, will this thing that somebody presented to me, I presented to myself, that looks interesting, will it accelerate my time? Excuse me. Will it accelerate me getting to my destination? I'm trying to go from Houston to California. Somebody bring me an opportunity. Yeah, Daryl, man, you should buy this bicycle. Oh, man, it's a great deal, great price, looks nice, brand new. I mean, shiny, great paint job. You hook up your Wi-Fi, you got Wi-Fi on it. Right? Now, if I've been walking, that's an improvement. But then a day later, somebody comes and say, hey, you can catch a bus to California. Brand new, AC, Wi-Fi. Here's what it cost you. Oh man, I just spent money on the bike. Wow, I'm coming up with all this money. But the question is, will it get you to your destination quicker and faster? If it's yes, then you should invest. All right? If it's yes, you should invest your time, which is your most valuable asset, and then your money. See, the thing is flipped. We waste our time and squeeze our dollar. Let the dollar go and manage, disnomer, manage your time, right? Prioritize your activities. Is really time management is prioritizing your activities. So that's what you got to do. Prioritize your activities. On a daily basis, things might shift. Number 2 might become number 3. Number 3 might become number 2. Right? We make thousands of decisions every day. Pump the gas, pump the brakes, press the gas pedal, turn on the AC, put it on high, put it on low, wind down the window, wind it up, switch lane, switch back lane, put on the blinkers or don't put on the blinkers. Thousands of decisions we make instantaneously. Right? So you have time. I look at successful people within my space. You know, I look at Donald Trump, for example. It doesn't matter what his political views are and him saying stuff about the immigrants. Right? That's not his stronghold. All right? But his stronghold is real estate and business. You know? And I look at Donald Trump and say, wow, Donald Trump has time to do the Apprentice show. Over and over and over for, what, 10 seasons now? I don't know. Right? He has time for that. Now he has time to run for office. Surely you and I can make time to do what's going to move us forward in the right direction. See, Donald Trump looks at it and says, okay, can the Apprentice move me forward in the right direction as far as branding, expanding my brand? And you know one thing that I found out a couple years ago is very interesting? He came out with a black version of Apprentice for BET with Amorosia. I don't know how it went. I never saw it. But I saw that. I said, wow, that's interesting. I said, well, why would Donald Trump do that? He's trying to expand his brand in the black market. He knows that not enough black people know of him, or they heard of him, forgotten about him. See, our relevancy is based on our frequency. All right? Somebody hashtag for that. Hashtag. Our relevancy is based on our frequency. We hear them say it on TV. The young folks say, you're not relevant. You're not relevant. Because we're not frequent enough in a space, in Periscope. That's why the challenge for me is to do a Periscope every day. Not this long, because we're going a little bit longer. Then we're going long, more than 30 minutes. So let me go ahead and give us the number 6. We're only going to cover 6. And then we'll do 6 more tomorrow, okay? I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect. The fear of the unknown. What to expect. That's why you need a trainer, a course, someone that's going to tell you the truth. That's going to tell you you're going to lose money. That's going to tell you people are going to back out. That's going to tell you the truth about what's going to happen as a real estate investor. Right? As a real estate, that's right. Brother Casey, the real Brother Casey, fear restricts. Okay? If we allow it to restrict. It restricts if we stop making progressive motion. Right? So don't know what to expect. Well, you're never going to know what to expect. That's part of the spirit of entrepreneurship. The spirit of entrepreneurship. You don't go, blindly. You don't go ignorantly. But you never know what to expect. And as Grant Cardone says, things are always going to happen that you don't expect. We can't expect all the possibilities and to what extent they're going to apply to what we're trying to do. That's a losing proposition. All right? That's a losing proposition. So no, you don't know what to expect. Outside of what you're being taught about real estate investing, outside of what you're learning about real estate investing, outside of what you're applying of what you learn of real estate investing. Outside of that, you don't know what to expect. But you know what? With knowledge comes confidence. And with confidence comes assurance. The assurance that you can do and you can face any unexpected challenge that pops up. All right? So how do you deal with I don't know what to expect? Get the right training. Get honest, truthful training. That's what I'm going to provide to you through the Secrets to Wholesaling Real Estate. I'm going to be honest with you. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I cover that in my training course. Don't sugarcoat anything. I tell you right off the bat, wholesaling real estate will not build you wealth. Who tells you that? Who tells you the downside of what they're selling? It won't build you wealth, but it gets you started in the right direction. Okay? So how do you deal with it? Get you some right training. Get you training that's going to tell you the truth. Get you the training that's going to allow you to look over their shoulder and see them as they, deal with certain circumstances, win, lose, or draw. All right? So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for your time. My name is Daryl Muhammad, real estate investor, trainer, coach, mentor, online, offline sales, and marketing professional, background in entrepreneurship for the last 20 some odd years, 25 years now. And I'm here to share with you. Share this scope. Share this scope. Slide, share it one more time. Show me some love. Everybody that's still here, show me some love. The different colors I see lets me know the different people that are still with us. Show us some love. And thank you for joining me. And be ready for the scope tomorrow. Make sure you follow me. All right? As always, see you at the top, not from the top. Have a blessed day.